Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about my most used Japanese skincare products. Now I took a poll like weeks back, so this video is a little late, but I wanted to still do it because most of you, or the majority of you, said yes. I use these products almost daily, and if I don't use them daily, I notice a difference in my skin, in my hair. The majority of these products are Japanese drugstore products, so they're really inexpensive, but they are effective and they work. Drugstore Japanese skin conditioners I've ever used, and since then I've been using it every single day. And then this little bottle just came attached to one of these bigger bottles when I bought it at the store, and still to this day I use this little bottle. And I do know I could probably buy a bigger spray bottle and just would make my life a lot more easier, but I don't know why. I just like to use this little bottle and keep refilling it. I am a night shower. I like to shower at night or bathe at night, and since it is winter time, my skin is naturally dry, so in the winter time, especially showering at night, it just gets so dry from the hot water. So what I do is, the first thing once I step out of the shower, I have this little spray bottle ready to go, and I just spray down my whole body, my arms, my legs, just everywhere on my body with this Naturie skin conditioner. And then before I pat it in or I rub it into my skin, I just let it sit, and I honestly feel like it has made the biggest difference in the skin on my body. It has helped my skin more than just putting on a lotion straight after I've showered. You need to put on like a water or an essence on your skin and then seal it with a lotion. So I just rely on this. And the reason why I say most used is because I've gone through so many bottles of this, and if I don't use it, I skip one day, I notice my skin, the tightness of it, even if I put on lotion. Okay, so moving on to more skincare products or things that I use on the daily. Now, my winter skincare routine has changed just slightly, just because it is, again, more cold. My skin is a lot more dry, but in the morning time, I was using, or have been using, these two products right here, and I use them together because I feel like they make the biggest difference. So this is the Sauna Whitening Gel Cream, or I think it's called like medicated gel cream, and then this is the BIORE UV Perfect Skin Milk. So this is an SPF 50 Japanese sunscreen, and then this is a Japanese moisturizer. So I have a whole review on the Sauna Whitening line, but the one product from that whole line that I've tried out that really has stayed in my everyday routine is the moisturizer. It's the only gel texture type moisturizer that works, well, I find works for dry skin. And the reason that I use it every single day is because I do like to, on the daily, wear a foundation or a BB cream, but I don't like to use primers. I don't know why. I just have given up on just makeup primers in general. I feel like it's just not necessary if you have a really good moisturizer. This one acts almost as like a layer to seal your makeup, or like a primer, and also moisturizes the skin at the same time. Now, as far as the whitening goes, don't be fooled by the name. It doesn't really whiten your skin or lighten it up. All it really does is just brighten your complexion. So whatever skin tone you naturally have, this is just going to over time even it out and just make it a lot more radiant. Experimenting with sunscreens for months now, but this is the one I've seemed to always reach for the daily, and if I don't use it, I go back to it. It's just that good. In my opinion, this is the best sunscreen formula. First off, the applicator is really easy to apply. So as my last step of skincare in the morning, I just literally go like this, put it all over my face and rub it in. And the consistency is not gel, it's milk. It's like a milky water. So as you can see, it's so liquidy. Once you rub it in, no white cast, but it gives you that sheen. So it almost acts as like a sunscreen illuminator. Plus it has a really high SPF 50 in it. So even if your foundation has SPF in it, ladies, try to use a sunscreen as well. Even if your moisturizer has SPF in it, still this individual step goes a long way. So this is my favorite Japanese drugstore sunscreen. Well, so far I haven't tried them all, but from all of the ones that I've tried, this one stays, and it's the one that I will repurchase. It has even replaced my BIORE UV gel sunscreen. I used to use that all the time, but I just find this formula is a lot better. So this is going to be the only Japanese luxury, more on the higher end skin care that I'm going to include in this video, because I do use it most often I use it every single morning. So this is the KYOTO KOMACHI Moisture Lotion. So they have a whole line, and this is supposed to be organic, luxury Japanese skincare. So what this is just a toner or an essence, a water type liquid that you pat into your skin before you put on your moisturizer. And I love it because it does have a little bit thicker of a texture. So for morning skincare, when I'm in a rush, I feel like I'm covered just washing my face, putting one layer of this on, and then sealing it with this moisturizer. This one, I do feel like it does almost replace the step of a serum. So I could just use this and then I wouldn't have to use a morning serum, and my skin still stays the same texture. It's matcha in it. So it's supposed to help with the anti-aging. So I'm trying to sneak in those little anti-aging products as much as I can in my daily routines. All right, so now we're gonna be back to the drugstore Japanese products. This is a cleansing oil. You see these oils, these KOSE oils, there's a lot of different types as well. I have only, guys, honestly tried this one, and I feel like it would be my favorite one because it's called Deep, so it's a lot more moisturizing, but I will try the other ones for you guys and make a whole video just dedicated to these oils, just because I feel like it's one of the best drugstore cleansing oils I've laid my hands on. I do wear makeup almost every single day, and you know me, I like my lashes. So the lash glue really does build up, and it just is so sticky around the eye. So if you're not taking the time to oil cleanse and really gently remove all of the little tiny pieces of glue left over on your lashes, it just builds up and it sticks. So I have a trouble finding, especially an Asian type cleansing oil that is that strong to take off all of that glue and that gunk that gets stuck on the lashes until I started to use this one. This one will just completely clean off everything around your eyes. For the skin as well, I feel like it does make a nice deep type of oil cleanse. Of course, I still double cleanse. It does reach the pores, and it kind of brings up gently all of the oil and sebum that gets stuck. Last products that I have aren't skincare, but they are Japanese most used products. The two right here are hair care. Now this is the Shiseido Premium Touch Deep Conditioner. So what this is pretty much a conditioner after you shampoo that you can put onto your hair, and it's going to make it a lot softer and stop breakage. Now from all of the Japanese conditioners that I've tried in these little tubs, I've tried a lot. This one is the one that I've always repurchased. I've gone through tubs of this, and it's the one that I feel like works the best for, especially if you have Asian hair, this type of hair. So what I do if I know the next morning I'm gonna straighten out my hair is, after I shampoo it, I don't really put it on my scalp because I don't want it to get oily, but I put it from here all the way down to my ends, like a generous amount of this, and I leave it in for a few minutes, rinse it out, let my hair completely air dry, and then I straighten it out. And I do find it helps the straightening hold better, so your hair doesn't get frizzy if you want to wear the straightening style for like a few days. And also too, I feel like it gives you that sleek pin straight type hair look. So this is definitely a thicker deep conditioner, and it's not going to make your hair feel like soft and bouncy. It's actually going to even make your hair, at first, if you haven't used it before, you'll be like, well, this kind of makes my hair feel a little, not dry, but thicker and like coarser. But once you straighten out your hair, you'll see why it makes that texture, how it feels, because the hair just goes pin straight, like almost as if you had a Japanese straightening or like a Brazilian straightening process. This is the Ichikami hair repair oil serum. So if you do see this bottle, they usually sell it at grocery stores or Japanese markets. It has like the red, I think it's camellia flower on it, and what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to just help repair the hair and soften it. So after I straighten it out and it's still a little warm, I apply a little bit, rub it between my hair to my hair like this, and I feel like it just makes the shine come back, and then all of the breakage that you have from using heat, it kind of repairs it, and that camellia oil in it really does help to just kind of like seal the hair and make it look a lot softer. But I don't find it makes it too oily and too greasy looking. Just a little bit, just like how I apply the conditioner here down, really does make the difference in the style. Final product that I wanted to just throw in here and quickly mention is my everyday foundation. So this is the Shiseido Skin refreshing, oil-free foundation. It's supposed to have an SPF of 30 in it, and I use it every day. I switch between BB creams and foundations, but for the winter time, for some reason, I like to use foundations a lot better. The claim of self-refreshing foundation is a little gimmicky, but I could see why they said this, because this foundation is supposed to look fresh all day, and it's not supposed to make your skin look too oily or too blotchy. The foundation is supposed to literally refresh itself throughout the day the longer it mixes with the natural oils of your skin. It's almost like a skincare foundation. Produce your natural oils, and it just blends beautifully together, and the finish of your skin is really nice and pretty by the end of the day. And what it does is it gives me a lot more coverage, makes my skin look a lot more flawless, but by the end of the day I could notice these oils peeking through, but not in a bad way. This is what, again, it looks like on the skin. I use it every single day. I wear it all day long, and I find that it holds and it doesn't budge, and the skin is still looking like this, maybe a little bit, like I said, a little oily in the T-zone by the time you're done, but I honestly don't mind that. And the way it makes it oily is not like a blotchy oil. That's the way I could explain this foundation. It's gonna look natural but have full coverage. Now, with that being said, when you first put it on, no matter what skin type, I feel like you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, I do not like this foundation. It looks too cakey, it looks too chalky. I can see my pores, because when I did first try this, I felt like it kind of enhanced the pores right here. But that is the magic about this foundation. It's not going to stay that way all day long. Once it works into the natural warmth of your skin, you do all of your other makeup, almost like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you're gonna notice the skin looks flawless, the pores will disappear, and the finish of it is just gonna be like no other. The Shiseido foundation, self-refreshing foundation. My favorite. So with that being said, I will put the names of everything in the description box down below. Let me know if you have any questions about certain products.